Waba and Zweifel in row 1, Hansen and Konold in row 2, Nichols and Seitz in row 3. 8 laps to distance. Watertown Ford Chrysler Midwest Modified Heat Race number 1. Tim Waba out in front, Scott Hansen second, and it's Zweifel, Nichols, Seitz, and Konold. Leader of lap 1, car 50, Tim Waba. Tim Waba out in front, Scott Hansen second, Zweifel, Nichols, Seitz, and Konold. Three to go this time by for your leader, Tim Waba. Battle now for third, Nichols and Zweifel. Side by side as they come off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. The battle is for third. Nichols and Tanner Zweifel. Nichols now to third. Zweifel back to fourth. White flag coming out this time by for your leader, Tim Waba. Scott Hansen, Nichols, Zweifel, Seitz, and Konold. Into turn 3, now coming on to turn 4. Your heat race winner, car number 50, Tim Waba. Scott Hansen in second, Mike Nichols third. Zweifel, Seitz, and Konold. Once again, your heat race winner out of Watertown, driving the number 50, the Valley Queen Cheese number 50 is Tim Waba. All right, here we go. We're getting ready to go racing the Watertown Ford Chrysler Midwest Modified Heat Race number 2. Yellow flag coming out. Les Scone and James Drott Jr. getting together over in turn number 1. Scott Harrington out in front, Les Scone second. We got him 3 wide behind him. Nelson, Dom, and Dreer. Here they come out of turn 4. Leader lap 1, Scott Harrington. Scone, Nelson, Dom, and Dreer. The 12X, James Drott Jr. pulled to the pits. Scott Harrington out in front. The battle now for second. Nelson inside of Les Scone. Jeff Nelson now to second. Les Scone third. Ryan Dom and Lee Dreer. Four down, 4 to go for your leader, Scott Harrington. 2 to go this time by for your leader, Scott Harrington. White flag coming out this time by for your leader, Scott Harrington. Nelson in second. Nelson trying to get there. Don't think he's going to get it done as we head down the back straightaway into turn 3. Now coming on to turn 4, your heat race winner, car 14, Scott Harrington. Nelson, Scone, Dom, and Dreer. Once again, your heat race winner, the local one-stop, H&R one-stop. Budweiser, car 14, Scott Harrington. Chavez and Nelson in row 3, 8 laps the distance. The Lake Area Door WISSOTA Superstock Heat Race number 1, 8 laps the distance this time by, and we'll go green. Jeremy North out in front. Trevor Nelson the second. Chavez and Swanson battling for third. Yellow flag coming out. 71 of Nelson getting into the 20 of Jeremy North. All right, we're going back to green. Jeremy North trying to make a 3 wide as they head down into turn 1. He will make it work. Dave Thomas in second. Chavez. Now we've got Nelson alongside of Swanson. The leader of lap 1 is Jeremy North. Dave Thomas in second. Chavez, Nelson, Swanson, and Brooker. Nelson going by Chavez down the back straightaway into 3 for third. Dave Thomas second. Your leader still Jeremy North. Jeremy North out in front. Dave Thomas, Trevor Nelson, your top 3. Chavez, Swanson, and Brooker. Now Nelson goes underneath of Thomas for second. That will drop Dave Thomas back to third. Trevor Nelson second. Jeremy North, your leader. Two to go this time by for your leader, Jeremy North. White flag coming out one more time around for your leader, Jeremy North. Nelson and Thomas, your top 3. In the back straightaway into turn 3. Now coming on a turn 4, your heat race winner, car number 20, Jeremy North. Nelson second, Thomas third, Chavez fourth, Brooker and Swanson. Once again, your heat race winner from Huron, the Victory Racing Engines, Tino's Tacos, Budweiser, car number 20, Jeremy North. Searing and Tullochson in row 1, Whitlock and Brick in row 2, Anglin and Van Leer in row 3. 8 laps the distance, your Lake Area Door WISSOTA Superstock Heat Race number 2. off of turn number 2, your leader, John Tullochson, steering back to second, Brick to third, Whitlock, Anglin, and Van Leer. Leader of lap 1, John Tullochson. John Tullochson out in front, Cole steering second, then it's Brick, Whitlock, Anglin. Van Leer spins over in turn number 2 and keeps going. John Tullochson out in front, Cole steering your top 2. Brick, Whitlock, Anglin, and Van Leer. White flag will come out this time by for your leader, John Tullochson. Down the back straightaway into turn 3. Now coming out of turn 4, your heat race winner out of Montevideo, Minnesota, John Tullochson. Cole steering second, Shane Brick third. Whitlock, Anglin, and Van Leer. Once again, your heat race winner out of Montevideo, Minnesota. The Outlaw Graphics Monte Motor Sales Car 32 is John Tullochson. Now coming out of turn 4, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Here they are, your Midwest 5. Will be the distance. Waba and Scone will lift the green. And we're going green right now. Jim Waba out in front. The battle is for second. Dom and Scone. Coming out of turn 4, leader lap 1, Jim Waba. Waba out in front, it's still Dom and Scone side by side for second and third. Weifel and Harrington, your top 5. Jim Waba out in front, Ryan, Dom, let's go. Now Harrington. And Weifel, that is your top 5. Waba out in front, now Scone to second, Dom in third, Harrington and Weifel. Scott Harrington using the high side to get around Dom. Dom's trying to fight back, can't do it. Waba, Scone, Harrington, Dom. Now here comes Weifel the fourth. Yellow flag coming out, the 31 of Hansen and the 3R of Sights here on the front straightaway. Flag flies in turn 4. Battle for the lead down the back straightaway. Let's go. go. Out in front. Joyful and Dom, your top three. Now Dom trying to take a look on the inside as Joyful down the back straightaway. Nobody wants to get off the top side here at Casino Speedway right now. It's going out in front. Joyful, Dom, Harrington, and Nelson. 5 to go this time. 5 for your leader. Let's go. For third. 2 to go this time by for Let's Go. Coming up on lap traffic, we will see what happens. White flag coming out. One more time around for Let's Go. Back straightaway into turn 3. Now coming out of turn 4, your winner, the 27. Let's go. Joyful, Dom, Harrington, and Nelson, your top 5. Once again, your A main event winner runner right here in Watertown, the Advantage RV, Advantage Graphic, Riley Repair Car 27. Let's go. Here he comes out of the car, your winner, Let's Go. And Pat, you had to get some nachos. Don't forget Mom. Let's go and welcome to Victory Lane at Casino Speedway. It's been a little while, buddy.
It's been a couple years, actually. It's been a long while. We had a really rough year last year. We bought some new equipment this year, and we're still working with it a little bit, but we're getting close. We're getting real close, I think.
Let's talk about the racetrack. Obviously, up on the top side was where everybody wanted to be. They pretty much followed you. A couple of the guys tried to dive down to the bottom and just couldn't make it work.
Looked like it was a little bit rough down there, so anybody that's going to make it work down there better have a big pair.
There's some you want to thank on this 27 car.
I'd like to thank all my sponsors, all my fans, and my wife, my kids, Vantage RVs especially, and Riley Repair. Just couldn't do it without them.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, your winner, car 27, Les Scone. Your WISSOTA Superstock. All right, here we go. 20 laps the distance. Your Lake Area Door WISSOTA Superstock A main event. We're going green right now. Blake Whitlock with a good run. 3 and 4 wide down the back straightaway. Blake Whitlock out in front. Then it's North and Chavez. Tullochson, Brick, and Thomas. We're still 3 wide down the front straightaway. Blake Whitlock out in front. Jeremy North second. Brick, now here comes Tullochson. Tullochson and Brick battling for third. Blake Whitlock out in front. Yellow flag coming out. Chavez and Anglin getting together over in turn number 4. John Tullochson with a good restart on the high side at Casino Speedway. They head into turn 3. John Tullochson out in front. Whitlock second. Battle is for third between North and Nelson. Cole Searing with a big move on the inside of 3 and 4. Cole Searing now to second, Whitlock back to third, Nelson in fourth. John Tullochson still your leader. John Tullochson, Cole Searing, Nelson, Whitlock, and Brick, your top 5. Battle for the lead as they head down the back straightaway to turn 3. Searing on the bottom. New leader coming off of 4. Cole Searing, your leader. Tullochson trying to work back on the top side, can't make it stick. Cole Searing still out front. Cole Searing out front, John Tullochson second, Nelson, Whitlock, Brick, North, Anglin, Van Leer, and Brooker. Eight to go for your leader, Cole Searing. Searing starting to pull away from Tullochson, Nelson, Whitlock, and Brick. Trevor Nelson trying to make a move on Tullochson as they head into turn 3. Two to go this time by for your leader, Cole Searing. White flag flies one more time around for Cole Searing. The battle right now is for second between Tullochson and Nelson. Meanwhile, into turn 3, now coming out of turn 4, your A main event winner, Cole Searing in 10. Nelson, Tullochson, Whitlock, and Brick, your top 5. Once again, your A main event winner, driving the Wallet Construction, Mike Rogers Construction. Car number 10 is Cole Searing. Here it comes out of the car, your winner, Cole Searing.